Hello. So in this module, we're going to learn about variations in left-wing and right-wing extremism from Europe to here at home in the United States. So of course, as usual, there's the learning objectives here. Do the readings, watch the lecture presentations, the selected videos I've presented below, and also post to the forum when it's available. Okay. I'll post the lecture links here, videos, you'll see those shortly. So for the very first week, let's say, what I'd like you to do is read the readings on a handful of leftist groups from around the world, including one from Latin America. And also there's a couple of videos here I'll post regarding left-wing extremism and one particular group known as the Red Brigades in Italy, and then another one in Germany known as the German Red Army faction that was active in the 70s and 80s and kind of became founding inspirators, if you will, of left-wing movements in the United States and around the world. Okay, and then move on to read about more current expressions of left-wing extremism, quote unquote, such as radical feminism, or extremist feminism might be the better term, the Earth Liberation Front and its cousin, the Animal Liberation Front, and also another similar type of ecologically oriented group known as Negotiation is Over, and then more recently the Antifa group that you may have heard about in the media and how they're reacting to the alt-right. Following all that, perhaps in the subsequent week, you should read about right-wing extremism, the KKK groups, neo-Nazis, something called neo-Confederates, Timothy McVeigh, and there's a few videos here inside the KKK, neo-Nazi groups, movements, the Oklahoma City bombing, and Timothy McVeigh, and a short little clip that explains all of that. And following that, you should read about the new right-wing extremism and the forms it takes today. The so-called male supremacy movement, which probably is best situated on the right in a similar way that the animal and ecological groups are situated on the left. The incel movement, a similar kind of movement, but also has its own expressions online, etc. Short for involuntary celibate movement. And then, of course, the famous alt-right movement you may have heard about in the media. And then perhaps a group that, although it's been around a while, a movement, I should say, it's been around a while. It's not as much in the media these days, but there are some expressions of them occurring in the United States, otherwise known as the Patriot Militia Sovereign Citizens Movement writ large. It's a kind of complex series of groups, okay, that don't always agree or see eye to eye on things, but they have some similar characteristics. And in many ways, these groups form the backbone of much of the extremist right in the United States, and even influence the racist right, although they themselves largely are not as racist by any stretch of the imagination. There is an interesting little Vice video I saw last night, Vice News video, that talks about a Patriot group and follows them, and I might post that as well. It's fairly short. Okay, so I will see you on the forum.